Streaming your PC games to Twitch is usually a multi-screen affair, right? So you've got the PC game running on one monitor, and you might have, if you've got a second monitor, you might have the Twitch chat up on that screen and other stream details through OBS or XSplit or whatever it is that you're doing. Or if you don't have a second monitor, you might use your mobile phone connected to Wi-Fi, connected to Twitch, to see the chat. But if you don't have a second monitor, or you don't have a phone with a Wi-Fi connection, or you just don't want to use a second screen to have to glance at every few minutes to check if someone's actually dropped something in chat, how do you get to see your chat while you're streaming? Trying to find a solution to this problem was actually a really big pain in the ass, trying to get the chat overlaid onto the game on a single monitor without it being really, really clunky and obtrusive. This is still clunky to an extent. It's a little bit less obtrusive than it would otherwise have been, but it's only applicable to games that have built-in windowed full screen support. So any games that don't have that kind of feature built in, you will have a lot of trouble trying to get this working with. If you try and force windowed full screen through shortcut settings or Steam settings, it might not work the same, so keep that in mind. The first thing you're gonna need to do is download... What's the first thing you need to do, Jack? Yeah! The first thing you'll need to do is download Autohotkey, and this is a program that's used to make Windows do things that it wouldn't otherwise do by hooking into user-created scripts. You will not need to know any Autohotkey scripting for this tutorial, idea, solution, whatever. I don't even know how to do it. I just know that there's a script that does what I want, and I'm gonna give it to you for free. Isn't that great? So to install Autohotkey, you just Google it and install it. You should know how to use a friggin' computer by this point if you're streaming to Twitch. If you try and start up Autohotkey, I need some fucking water. Water is the best thing in the world. So once you've installed Autohotkey, you might try and start it through the start menu shortcut. And this won't actually bring up a window. All it'll do is make a pre-made script run in the background. And that's all Autohotkey does in general. This script you can get at by going into the tray icon, right-clicking and editing the script, and basically what it says, it's like, hey, you can check out this help file if you want to know more about Autohotkey. And if you want to learn more about Autohotkey, I'd think that'd probably be a good place to check it out, because I have no idea. But none of this friggin' matters. What you need to do is create a text document. You need to label it whatever you want, like Twitch overlay, I guess. But you need to make sure the file type is .ahk. This is Autohotkey's file type that it hooks into. And what you need to put into that document is the syntax that I've got in the description below. I'll also link a text document through Google Drive or something, I don't know. But you can find it in the description if you want to tinker with it a little bit. Once you've saved it as an AHK file and you know where it is so that you can access it whenever you want to stream and you want to do this, what you need to do is run it and then basically go through the motions of what it would be like normally to stream to Twitch. So if you use GeForce Experience, you need to change Shadow Play over to the Twitch setting. If you're going to stream a game, obviously, I would recommend starting the game. And I'd get up the dashboard as well, because what you'll need to do is go into your dash and pop out the chat window, and you can minimize the rest of whatever else. Keep it open, but just minimize it. But keep the chat window above the game. Now, if you've got the script running in the background and it's all working fine like it should be, what you can end up doing is making the chat window the active window. You hit Alt-S and Alt-W, and this will change the transparency of the window, and you can see how transparent it is in the top left corner of the screen. So you can change the transparency of the window that way. Hitting Alt-A will make the window always on top, so if you click back into your game, the Twitch chat will still be there. The problem is though, you can still accidentally click on the Twitch chat. That would be very frustrating. If you're in the middle of a game, if you're in the middle of like I don't know, something in Guild Wars 2 or something, or a game that uses a cursor, then you might accidentally click on Twitch chat and that would just be f***ing horrible. And this is why the people who made the script added functions to Alt-X and Alt-Z. Alt-X makes the window click throughable. So if you click where the chat window is, you'll actually click through it. So in this case, you'll see me clicking through the Twitch chat window and clicking into Guild Wars 2. That's really helpful. You can hit Alt-Z when the mouse is over the top of that window to make it unclick throughable. So you can click on that window and close it and whatever. I did run into a few problems trying to make Windows click throughable and unclick throughable. Like I would end up making Guild Wars 2 click throughable and I couldn't undo that, so you need to restart the program. So if you close it and then reopen it, then it won't have any of the properties that it had before, which is helpful, but it's still kind of frustrating. And if you run into problems, just close down the window that you're using and then restart it. Like I said, this only works for Windows full screen games. I'm really sorry that it doesn't work for proper full screen games, you purists. but I really enjoy borderless games anyway, because it means I can alt-tab back into VLC and Facebook and check whatever the shit that I need to, and it's fine. It doesn't hinder performance that much, and it's fine. What's the problem? Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any feedback or questions, feel free to drop them below in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to experience more video content just like this one. I'll see you guys later.